It's Christmas again. The lights are glowing, songs are playing, and everywhere you look, the world is telling you to feel happy. But if we're being honest, Christmas doesn't just bring joy. It brings reflection. It brings memories. It brings questions you've been avoiding all year, and for many young women, it quietly asks, am I loved the way I deserve to be? Because Christmas has a way of slowing everything down, and when things slow down, your heart gets louder. You start thinking about the year you've had, the people you let in, the people you lost, the effort you gave that wasn't returned. And suddenly, under all the celebration, there's a quiet voice inside you wondering if you're doing something wrong. Let me tell you this clearly before anything else: you are not behind, you are not late, and you are not failing at love. We live in a world that subtly pressures women to believe that if love hasn't happened yet, something must be missing. That if a relationship didn't work out, you must have asked for too much. That if someone pulled away, you should have been quieter, easier, more understanding. But love does not disappear because you asked for respect. Love disappears when it was never strong enough to stay. Christmas movies make love look effortless, perfect timing, perfect moments, but real love, the kind that lasts, doesn't come from pretending you're okay with less. It comes from being brave enough to say, this doesn't feel right for me, even when walking away hurts. Some of you are carrying heartbreak into this season, not loud heartbreak, quiet heartbreak, the kind where no one knows you're still thinking about that person. The kind where you replay conversations in your head and wonder if you said too much or not enough. The kind where you keep hoping that maybe, just maybe, this Christmas they'll show up differently. But here's something powerful to understand. If someone wanted to show up, they already would have. Love doesn't need reminders, effort doesn't need convincing, and interest doesn't arrive late. It arrives clearly. You don't need to chase love. Love meets you halfway. Anything else is pursuit, not partnership. Christmas teaches generosity, but many women confuse generosity with self-sacrifice. They give time, energy, patience, forgiveness, hoping it will turn into commitment. But love is not created by endurance. Staying longer in the wrong situation doesn't make it right, and I know some of you are afraid. Afraid that if you raise your standards, you'll end up alone. Afraid that if you stop accepting bare minimum effort, no one will choose you. But listen carefully. Being chosen by the wrong person costs you far more than being alone ever will. Loneliness is temporary, losing yourself is not. This season, ask yourself a brave question. Does this relationship bring me peace, or does it bring me anxiety disguised as excitement? Because chemistry without consistency creates confusion, and confusion is not romance. Love should feel safe. It should feel steady. It should not leave you guessing where you stand. When someone truly values you, you don't have to analyze their texts, decode their silence, or justify their absence. You are not too much. You are just asking the wrong person to give more than they're capable of. Christmas is about home. And the most important home you will ever build is within yourself. When you stop abandoning yourself to keep someone else comfortable, everything changes. You stop chasing validation. You stop negotiating your worth. You stop settling for half. Love. Some of you stayed this year when you should have left. Some of you left when it broke your heart. Some of you are still standing in the middle, unsure of what to do next. Wherever you are, be gentle with yourself. Growth doesn't always look confident. Sometimes it looks like confusion before clarity. But here's what clarity sounds like. You deserve someone who chooses you without hesitation. Someone whose actions match their words. Someone who doesn't make you feel like love is something you have to earn through silence, patience, or pain. Christmas reminds us of new beginnings, and a new beginning doesn't always mean a new person. Sometimes it means a new boundary. A new standard, a new promise to yourself that you will no longer ignore red flags just because the moment feels warm. You can be kind without being available to inconsistency. You can be loving without accepting neglect. You can be hopeful without waiting forever. This Christmas, give yourself permission to stop romanticizing potential. Potential doesn't hold your hand when you're hurting. Potential doesn't show up consistently. Potential doesn't build a future. Reality does. If someone wanted to build with you, you wouldn't feel like you're building alone. And to the young woman watching this who feels invisible right now, your worth does not decrease because someone failed to recognize it. The right love will never make you feel like you're asking for too much when you're simply asking for honesty, effort, and respect. Next year doesn't need a new version of you. It needs a more protected one, a woman who listens to her intuition, a woman who walks away sooner, a woman who understands that peace is not boring, it's powerful. Christmas is a reminder that love is meant to feel warm, not confusing. Safe, not stressful, mutual, not one-sided. So tonight, whether you're surrounded by people or sitting quietly alone, remember this: you are not missing out. You are preparing, you are becoming. And the love meant for you will meet you where you stand, not after you've proven yourself, not after you've waited long enough, but when you finally believe that you are already enough. This Christmas, choose yourself and watch how everything begins to change.